Winter camping might not be everyone's hot cup of cocoa, but if you're planning a city break, you're sure to find a site that's open all year round. I'm staying at Forget-Me-Not Country Park, which is just outside Long Horsley, about 40 minutes north of Newcastle. This is going to give me great access to explore the city, and I can't wait to get out and do it. This quiet site is part of the Maguire's Country Park Group and offers nearly 100 touring pitches. When we visited off-season, we were impressed by the level of care taken around the site. On arrival, we were warmly welcomed by staff who gave us a map and information about the site, plus a card to operate the barrier on arrival and departure. We were also shown to our pitch, which certainly made life a lot easier. Pitches are hard-standing and fully serviced with hookup and water. A word of warning though, you need to go over grass to access the pitches, so take care when it's been raining as the ground does get rather boggy. The children's play area will ensure no child is bored, and with some pitches overlooking fields, grown-ups can enjoy some very pretty views and relax in peace. The wash block was always warm and spotless, and the showers were actually hot. On site you'll find a bar, and there's plenty of events throughout the year. However, I'd planned to make this a city break, so I left the site in search of the bright lights. I'm here on the Gateshead Millennium Bridge, which spans the Tyne between Gateshead, of course, and Newcastle. Now, if you're thinking of visiting this area by motorhome, it's worth taking a look at both the Newcastle and Gateshead Council websites. But I'm now off to meet someone who can tell me more about one of the most fantastic art spaces in the North East. I'm here with Mike, who's a member of the crew at the Baltic Centre for Contemporary Arts. Hi there.
Hello.
So obviously it's a fantastic building. Can you tell me a bit more about it?
Yeah, it's an old renovated flower silo, renovated in 2002 into a contemporary art gallery.
Can you tell me a little bit about the exhibitions that people might see here?
Yeah, we have a programme that cycles throughout the year, normally between 3 and 4 different exhibitions every sort of 3 or 4 months. And it's all contemporary art, but we try and make it as accessible as possible for the general public and the local community. Yeah, we have a massive learning programme. I myself don't come from a fine art background, so I know how difficult it can be to grasp at times. So we're really all about trying to make it as open and as accessible for literally everybody in the area. Not just on a weekend, but every single day. We have a massive children's area, and we'll normally have activities that have been fine-tuned to sort of match the exhibitions, often inspired by the work themselves in the gallery. And
what do you sort of feel about working in this space? Is it a lovely place to work?
It's a lovely place to work, yeah. Yeah, it's a good way of kind of informing the public, and you do feel like you're doing a good job at the end of the day, making it make sense.
I'm sure you do, and you've got fantastic views.
You do indeed.
Thanks very much for chatting to us.
All right, great, thank you.
The Baltic doesn't just attract art lovers, it also appeals to those who like the birds. And before you get any ideas, I mean the feathered kind. Head up to the rooftop terrace and you might spot a rare breed of kittiwake. Traditionally these birds breed on cliff tops, but over recent years have come inland. There's a large colony of them nesting here. Not so good for those cleaning a building. I looked for them, but they seemed to be out for the day. Back outside the gallery, you just need to cross the Millennium Bridge and you're in Newcastle. But while doing so, take a look at the other bridges, which will give you a real insight into the area's rich heritage. The arched Tyne Bridge was completed in 1928 and used to carry a tram from Gateshead to Newcastle, but this ceased to run in the 50s. There's also the High Level Bridge, which offers pedestrians great views. It's also the oldest bridge on the Tyne. The 1876 Swing Bridge is a remnant of times when this area was made up of shipyards. Newcastle is packed with history, from the Catholic Cathedral of St Nicholas with its imposing Gothic architecture, to the Grade 1 listed Grey's Monument, a statue of Charles Grey, 2nd Earl Grey, who's believed to have had the famous tea named after him. The classical streets of Granger Town are also popular with tourists. Designed in the 1830s by Richard Granger, they are also home to the beautiful Central Arcade. With so much to do, I wasn't sure what to do next, so I sought a little local knowledge.
Well, in terms of Newcastle, there's the Theatre Royal, which has always got really good productions on, and the RSC visit quite regularly. There's local theatres just across the water on the waterfront. It's got a booming nightlife pretty much every day of the week, even on Sunday. And there's a great market just on the front of the quayside, which is really good culturally and socially.
Well, living and working in Gateshead, I think there's so much more than there ever used to be. Places like the Sage Gateshead, there's the Gateshead Old Town Hall to visit, Baltic. Even just coming down to see the lights twinkling in the evenings. It's so pretty down in Gateshead now. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed the rainbow effect on the bridge at night, which is just magical. Gateshead's transformed itself in the last 10 years, and it's always worth a visit.
There was still plenty to do, but I was running out of time. The sun is setting here in Newcastle, and it signals the final day of my tour to the city. I'm leaving with some fantastic memories and hoping I can return again soon.